About 20,000 runners will be lacing up their shoes this weekend for the 35th annual Rite Aid Cleveland Marathon. The two-day event features several races ranging from a 5K to the full 26.2 miles. And this year, we found a very special connection between a half-marathon runner from Columbus and a family from Olmsted Falls.
As Bob Jones reports, they're celebrating the gift of life.
Running through the streets of a Columbus subdivision would have seemed ridiculous to Fred Gerst 11 years ago.
Running, I always thought that was stupid. You take a car, is a lot more practical than running.
Beyond that, Fred was extremely sick. He was on dialysis, his organs failing from a severe case of diabetes. He needed a new kidney and pancreas, but didn't expect to live long enough for a transplant.
Me and my wife sat down and we talked about my passing away. And we even picked out the songs for my funeral.
Then in March of 2001, tragedy struck an Olmsted Falls family. 24-year-old Rob Gates, on his way to play golf with friends, lost control of his pickup truck on I-480 and crashed. He died a few days later. Beautiful gardens in the family backyard paid tribute to the young man with the kind heart.
Losing a child is probably got to be the worst experience a human being could experience.
There's not a minute that goes by that I don't think about Rob.
He always wanted to make sure that people were always taken care of, whether he was here to do it or not.
Back in Columbus, Fred, who had been on a waiting list for 2 years, got the word that Rob's organs were a match. He got the transplant he needed to live.
He gave me a new chance at life.
Given that second chance, Fred changed his lifestyle and began running. He has finished 5 half marathons and wears T-shirts with pictures of Rob on them, remembering his superhero, the reason Fred will run the Cleveland Half Marathon on Sunday.
With Rob saving my life, it means that I can continue and do whatever I want to do now.
This weekend, as Fred runs, Rob's parents will think of their son's final gift.
He blessed others in so many ways by being an organ donor. And in that way, I feel blessed with Rob.
As a father, within me, I was always proud of my son. And today, and this weekend, I stand in pride that my son's a hero.
Fred now keeps a picture of Rob next to his bed, and Rob will be with him on race day.
He's watching over me. When I do need help, he's there to help me.
And I spent a lot of time with Fred at his home in Columbus and the Gates family in Olmsted Falls, and they each consider themselves now family. In fact, Mr. Gates has Fred listed as his son on his Facebook page, even though the two are only 3 years apart. And the Gates family will be in the crowd on Marathon Day cheering for Fred. Lee and Danita?